Oh my god, it's disgusting.
That's a beast.
Oh, he's like popping up right now. Look at that. Super pretty fish. Look at the colors on it.
We got an electric stingray here.
This hobby is not for everyone. It gets gross. Well, that's not good. Welcome to another video. Ooh, is that a bee? Kitty, don't mess with that. We got a bee in the house, and if you know me, I do not mess with bees. Kitty, get away, get away. Let me handle this real quick. I have like a real phobia of bees. Okay, next step, but let me find a piece of paper. That's what I gotta do. This was not how I planned on starting this video. Kitty, get away from the bee. This has turned into such a hectic beginning that I did not mean to do this. I didn't let a bee into my house on purpose. Piece of paper here, let's just get this outside. I'll be right back. How did you even get into my house? Is I guess another question. Let's get you outside here. Stay. It's kind of hard to zoom through the screen, but he's outside now. But as I was saying, welcome to another video. That was not how I planned on starting this video. Let's do a quick check-in on all the new fish that we got last time, because they're all doing fantastic. I know in the end of last video, I was missing one of the yashas and one of the cleaner gobies. I found everyone, and everyone is in a perfect spot. Let me show you. One cleaner goby right there. One cleaner goby right there. And the yasha gobies. Also, where's the long-nosed hawk? He's just ready for food. He's fired up, always ready to go. But the yasha gobies, there's one. Let me get some food. These guys eat like absolute champs. It's so cool when I feed the tank. Now, I've been feeding pretty heavy, which is kind of why I picked up the camera, because I always feed heavy when I get new fish. I just want to make sure everyone's eating, they understand the process. But we got to do a water change. We got to do some maintenance because the nutrients are probably getting a little up there. I haven't tested, but we got to feed the tank to make sure all the new fish are eating, but we got to do our water change to make sure we don't pollute the whole aquarium. So let's go ahead and feed our new aquarium so you guys can see everyone eating. See, everyone's fired up, ready to go. They know what time it is. These guys are getting so fat. There's one yasha. Give it a second. The other one will come out here. All the starfish always loving to get their food out the way. Don't make me a liar. They all eat like pigs. Here comes the second one. There we go. That's our male right there. Oh, we just scared him. And that's our female. You can tell, again, by the black dot or lack thereof on her. She does not have the black dot. That is our female. The tank, honestly, is looking so good right now. There's movement. Clownfish, of course, just messing the gonnies. But they're huge. The acans are happy. I mean, there's nothing really at all to complain about in this aquarium. That's the male. That's a female. Look at the colors on her. Now, the pistol shrimp is down in there. I've seen him pop out a couple times. Just not sure. He just hasn't come out right now. Now, in order to keep this aquarium looking as good as possible, I got to do some maintenance. I got to do my water change. I got to change out some of the media, which I will show you guys all the stuff I use to make sure this aquarium is running and looking as best as possible, including some new products, which I've used in the past, but I haven't been able to show you guys. But let me pull them out real quick. This is phytoplankton. Now, if you saw in the last video, I talked about Top Shelf Aquatics pods. Top Shelf Aquatics, REEF genetics. That's our pods that are all grown in-house and reproduced by us in-house. Not getting from anywhere else. We have an entire building now just dedicated to aquaculture and trying to be as sustainable as possible in terms of our pods, different inverts, as well as our phytoplankton. Now, each phytoplankton has its own different use. The green is going to be kind of our baseline of our ecosystem, our pods, and other stuff is going to eat off of this in terms of the zooxanthellae. This is going to really help with your color. This is the red phytoplankton. This is going to help really pop those colors. And the golden fats is really going to be a nice protein to help with tissue. Now, these are all available also on TopShelfAquatics.com. If you have a reef tank, you should be dosing phytoplankton into your aquarium. If you want to get all three like this, it is called the Royal Flush on our website. You get a discounted price if you get all three, because they all serve their own purpose, so why would you not get all three? Now, I have mixed all three of these into my fish food that you saw. There's also fuel in there as well, in addition to the actual fish food in there. That way, I don't forget to dose it. It's being consistent. It's always in the fish food, and I don't ever have to worry about getting phytoplankton into the aquarium. Now, another reason that I got some water today to do the water change is because of the other aquarium. This aquarium has been very neglected. It's a brand new tank, so I'm not surprised it's having some issues. But the real issue that I have with this aquarium, it's in raw daylight. Oh my god, it's disgusting. Gross. There's cyano, there's just not a lot of water. That's our anemone right there. This is a photo of what it looked like when I put it into this aquarium. This is it now. I've seen this anemone do this 3,000 times before because it has moved tanks so often. I'm not worried about it. Our clownfish is happy. Our pistol shrimp is happy in there. The tank just looks gross because I got to get better blinds for up here. But we're going to do some heavy maintenance on this tank today. Try to clean it up as best as possible. We're going to do our water change on the big tank. Well, big tank first. Get that cleaned up. Clean up back here as well, as this is all gross. But this really shouldn't take too long, but we'll start the process now. 2 forms of filtration I use in the tank. Sea gel is a mix of Phosgard and carbon. It helps with phosphates and then any impurities in the tank. And then polyfilter, I already cut the top off, but polyfilter is a pad that just goes up top. You know, it also is similar to carbon, helps move inorganics, but also is, you know, a great filter pad to help catch any big waste. It is a pretty simple process, but first we're gonna go ahead and drain all the, actually, let's rinse the sea gel real quick so that's already ready to go. Just a light rinse, nothing crazy. That should be good. I'll put it back in the bag so I don't drip water all throughout the house. And then just let this sit for a second. Okay, and now we gotta go drain the aquarium. Kill our flow. Also, I'm gonna turn the lights on in this tank. There we go, lights are on. Look at the size of the leather. Now, the leather, the starfish, and these white zombie zoas are the longest, and even I think the yellow sub as well. I've had those, or at least one of those Harlequin starfish, I want to say 5 years now I've had one of those. Yeah, I think 5 years. The other one I've probably had 3 years. The toadstool I've had since I moved into the actually before that, it was law school, so probably 3-4 years now. The white zombies I've had for 5 years. That's actually how I bought my first house, was with those white zombies when I was in law school. I was cutting them up on the weekend and selling them to local people in the Tampa area. If you ever got one of those white zombies, comment down below. But I mean, I bought my first house flipping coral. So it's possible to do if you're disciplined, if you pick your right stuff. It's like trading stocks pretty much. I don't recommend it for everyone. I'm gonna be honest about my experience. So first we gotta do, drain the water. This is a pre-cut polyfilter here. Just gonna pop that, save that for later. Take our lid off. Now I think for this water change, I'm not gonna go too crazy, but I do want to do a lot back here. I want to clean this out as much as possible because this is pretty gross back there. But here's a little top-down shot. Everything's love and life. Can't complain at all. What's up, Mr. Longnose? You look fat, dude. There's the happy couple. That's so sick. So sick. All right, let's get draining some water. Now again, usually I would scrub down the tank before I do this, but I've already done that. So this is just gonna be straight water change. That's a good place to stop inside the tank. Now again, I gotta clean the back of it. So we're gonna siphon some more out of the back. Oh, I have not changed this pad in a while. That's gross. That's nasty. So we're gonna go ahead, take these balls out, rinse them out. I don't even know what I've put into this tier anymore. I think it's just media, or is there... I think that's carbon right there. In the sea gel somewhere, but I think we're gonna swap that out. Let's just keep cleaning. Sorry, Katie, I stole your tree. Just gonna have to deal with it though. Got all that stuff out. Like I said, this needs to get cleaned out. That's just all detritus being kicked up. I mean, this is a sump clean. If you haven't cleaned your sump in a while, I definitely recommend it. Now, it's good for the bacteria because there's always a buildup back there, but every once in a while, you gotta do a deep clean of it. Especially like me, because I was feeding pellets pretty heavily, so there's a lot of detritus of pellets and broken down pellets back there. So that's really what we're cleaning out right now. So let's go ahead and get that siphon started. Try to get as much of that crud out of there as possible. You just see the water back there is just gross. Very old sea gel back there. That's good to clean out. That's why I kind of like having a desk job. The tanks get disgusting sometimes. This hobby is not for everyone. It gets gross. Look at the color of the water. That's clean, that's dirty. I wish I went a little less than this just because I gotta save some for the other tank. But back chamber, empty. Empty. What I gotta do is fill it back up. It's pretty simple. I gotta rinse all this stuff out in this bucket because that bucket's gross. I gotta figure out kind of what's biomedia versus filter media, and then we'll get the tank kicking and rolling, and then we'll go work on the other aquarium. All right, so we got it filled up kind of partially. Go ahead. Kick the flow back on. Well, we're definitely gonna need some more water in here. Now it's gonna go cloudy a little bit just because I kicked up everything in the back, so it's gonna get sprayed to the front, but then it'll just get filtered right back out. So it's gonna look cloudy for a bit, and then it'll go back to clear after a while. It's kind of an iron game. You just let it, fill some up, let it run through the systems, kind of see where you're at. Like right now, it's already hitting the overflow box, but the water level in the back is still going down. Now make sure you have your ATOs off, because you never want the water level to drop below the sensor and it starts pumping fresh water and then you're messing up your salinities. Don't turn it back on until you're done your water change. So like I said, it's going to be cloudy. You can see literally the dust just getting pushed into the tank, but that'll get filtered back out. We have the good flow going now, and that's going to come into this brand new filter pad. But other than that, the tank will be fine. It's just going to take a little bit for this to clear up. So now the really gross project, let's go work on the Nano drop down. Now it's time for this gross thing. Now again, it's going in cyano. It's got a whole bunch of crap. That sock hasn't been changed since I started this tank. There's just a lot of problems that I've yet to address, mostly because, I'll be honest, recovering from surgery made it a lot tougher. But like I said, this is my first week walking. I'm getting stuff done. I'm tired of not doing stuff. First thing we're going to do, turn everything off except the light. We're going to give it a nice scrub down. Magic eraser. It's an acrylic tank, so we don't want to scratch it. Magic eraser, original, no scent, nothing. Quick little wipe down. All right, let's see how gross this socket. Oh my God. This thing is nasty. All right, keep a towel on standby. We'll just get scrubbing, I guess. Go ahead now and drain some of this nastiness out of here. I'm expecting this to do absolutely nothing, honestly. I expect it to grow back very fast until I get these blinds in here. But we're going to do our best to make it look as nice as possible. But like I said, I have zero expectations of this actually be looking like a proper aquarium. We're trying to suck as much of this gunk out of here. I'm being very cautious how much I suck on this one because I do not want to get this water in my mouth. This is extra gross. Sucked it good that time. Sucked it real good. You guys hear the pistol shrimp? He's not happy. And I don't blame him. His house looks like crap. His cleaning lady is slacking. Unfortunately, that's all I have ability to do. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get another sea gel, throw that in here. That might help. Gonna get the new water in here. I'm just gonna have to be on top of this tank a little more. Now that I can walk again, just gonna have to be a little more disciplined. I don't think I'm gonna do a sock in here. I think I'm gonna do the poly filter, cut one out for the back. Well, it doesn't help that the pump's not turning on, unless that's not the pump switch. Well, that's not good. Return nozzle popped off the pump. That definitely will do it. Well, let me turn the pump off before this starts spraying everywhere. This is the one problem with a ultra small aquarium, is there is not much room to work here. All right, let's try this again. Okay, I hear the pump going, but it's not going for some reason. So now I gotta do some troubleshooting, which with an aquarium is always happening. There's always, that's a problem. More technology, more things can go wrong. This is clearly not going right, so I gotta have to take the pump apart and then put it back together. There we go. I shot myself in the face with some water. That was fun. Sometimes you just gotta take the pump apart, put it back together, but it's going now. And it needs some more water. Of course it does. I have no more clean water, so we're gonna have to put some of this dirty water back, unfortunately. Be very light with it, so it's just the water and not all the cyano. I'm gonna have to end up getting some more water to do another water change on this thing. I'm probably gonna have to do a couple of them. Man, I took like no water out of this thing apparently. That's gotta be enough, right? Alright, got fresh sea gel. Pop this in this back chamber here. Now we're gonna take our poly filter, cut it so it fits nice and snug in the back. So again, not really the results I wanted. Here's our pistol shrimp here. Jerk. Yeah, not great. We're gonna have to do a couple more rounds with this aquarium, as it's been neglected for probably 3 months now. I mean, look how bad the anemone looks. But like I said before, I have seen this anemone bounce back more times than I can count. I've had this thing probably 4 years now, and I've seen it look just that bad probably 3 or 4 times now. And then it'll open up fully once it establishes and gets happy, but it's hard to establish and get happy when the tank looks like this. Couldn't even tell you what the parameters are. There's a really good shot of the bullseye pistol. It's a beautiful shrimp if he wasn't such a jerk. So we're gonna, actually there's a Magic game tonight, so I'm about to head to that. But we're gonna let this tank and the other tank clear out for, a day or two, and I'll check back in with you when everything's kind of cleared up. I'll probably do a couple more water changes on this tank before then, so hopefully it'll look better in a second here.
Let's get ready!
Well, the Magic got absolutely destroyed by the Knicks, but it is what it is. We are currently unboxing our fish right now. You guys always love to see the unboxing, so I thought I'd show you real quick. I'm actually on my iPhone, wasn't planning on filming, but if I find anything cool, I'll show you.
Alright guys, we got an electric stingray here. This is pretty cool. He's actually kind of cute. He's a little baby.
I don't think you can see it.
Let's see. If you get the right angle.
Ah!
Alright, you actually kind of scared me a little bit, not gonna lie.
There it is.
There it is. You can see him kind of. I guess you'll see him better when Paul gets him, like.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it's got the
That's crazy.
2 rings on it. So this was not supposed to ship. It's supposed to go straight to Paul, and it came to us instead. So we have to go put it in an Uber now.
What?
And we're gonna Uber it from here all the way down to Jupiter. Yeah, we're gonna
Alright.
go call an Uber right now. Put this in an
Let's
Uber.
do it.
We're not gonna tell the Uber what it is.
Hey,
We're
the
just,
Uber, it's a fish.
yeah, they just take the box straight to Paul's house. But we gotta go find an Uber that wants to drive 3 hours down to Paul's house now. Yeah, it's a big puffer.
It's pretty big.
That's a big puffer. All right, I've had a crazy day. Been slammed with stuff to do. So
Same.
the shipment's barely getting done. I'm not even supposed to be back here, but I just wanted to show you guys a couple things. I'm not even doing it. Colson and Justin are doing it. Let me show you real quick. Justin's taking his life into his own hands with the soul hole, picking it up.
Woo! Look at that blue rim.
Super pretty fish. There's 2 of them.
They're available on our website.
Yeah,
Not
we do
those
have
two.
not these 2, but we do have soul holes on the website. Emperor, Snapper, Dory. Really nice clown tang, porcupine puffers.
They're so
Oh, he's like
cute.
puffing up right now. Look
They're
at that.
so yellow. Oh my gosh.
He's puffing up right now.
Yo, stop puffing.
I didn't even mean to catch that on camera.
That's hilarious.
And there's still boxes to go, but I've been selling tanks all day, so there's big bag alert right there to go. All right, it's gotta be real quick because we got other stuff to do. Just gotta knock this out real quick. There's a big puffer. That's a big puff. Comparison to my hand, that's a beast. That's a beast. Now, last one. Black tank. You've all seen a black tank a billion times. Dude, this is so big.
That thing is a jet. What the fuck did you do?
A couple days later, and you can see that water change has done absolutely nothing. Now, I will say it is less cyano and more now just hair algae in this tank. Let's see, very flowy. So we're gonna go ahead. There it is. I got water. I'm also gonna go ahead and scrub down with my toothbrush. Well, not my toothbrush, but a toothbrush that I own that is for aquariums. I do not use this on my teeth. Just kidding. And also, I gotta change out the floss back there. As you can see, it's already clogged up and almost overflowing. Let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna scrub down first, and then we'll do our water change. We got everything kind of scrubbed down, water drained, bucket of dirty water. I mean, that is just gross. So now we're gonna go ahead and fill this up. But now it's converted from cyano to hair algae. I gotta get some cleanup crew in here because I think the like 4 snails I put in here just not doing it. Need some more crabs. Need stuff to get the little, all that hair algae instead of just kind of on the glass. And hate to say it, snails are kind of useless. Not gonna lie. Unless you got like some big fat turbos, but in this size tank, I don't want to do that because if one of them dies, it can actually have an ammonia spike on the tank. So I don't want to risk that. So we're gonna fill it up with some clean water. Again, I gotta get the blinds. So really, until I do that or shades, it's not gonna do much. Relax, I got it. the surgery has kind of financially set me back a little bit. So if anyone wants to go visit the Venmo in my link, feel free to do so. But otherwise, I mean, there's not much. You can see the anemone is kind of right behind her, or right behind this little smudge of glass. It's back there. Like I've said, I've seen it pissed off more times than I can count, but it has always bounced back. Just got to get a little more in the routine with this tank now that I'm up and mobile again. Again, it's only been 2 weeks. I've literally only been walking for 2 weeks, and I've got all this stuff done. Well, actually, you hadn't seen any of this stuff that I got done, because that will be the next video. My house is wrecked. I did a lot of work around the house, so you will see that in the next video, as well as an insane aquarium that we installed. If you want to see that insane aquarium that we installed in a $20 million house, 15, 20 million, I don't know, more than my house, both of my houses combined. The house is ridiculous. This is what the house looks like. I'm gonna get in some better lighting real quick. Okay, that's better. This is what the house looks like. Nuts. And we put an aquarium in this home's kitchen, and it came out insane. So you're definitely gonna want to see that install in the next video. So if you're not subscribed already, make sure you hit the subscribe button, smash the like button. Well, good morning, everyone. It is January 1st, 2025. Start of the new year. Late waking up this day. Dennis is at my parents' house, so I didn't have to let him out this morning, which is always nice to sleep in. We're not gonna be doing that this year. That's the last day. Today's the last day. Tomorrow, we're getting back on routine, waking up early, going to the gym, posting at least once a week videos. I'm gonna try to do twice a week. This is the year that changes everything. This house is getting done this year. I have huge plans, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me. Every year, I think this is gonna be the year. When I look back at 2024, I mean, I think I accomplished a lot in 2024. I don't think I accomplished nearly what I want to. I don't think the year was a step back. I mean, I bought a second house. The YouTube channel has grown immensely. I had some medical problems that unfortunately came up, but I think I learned a lot this year, and I think 2024 has set me up for 2025, which will be the craziest year of my life yet, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me. So with that being said, I'm gonna end the video here. I appreciate you guys watching. I love all the comments and feedback you guys gave me on this channel. As you can see, all the fish are doing good. We have both Yashigobis out. They hang in this cave right here with the pistol shrimp. Both clowns, the long-nosed hawkfish. There's one goby. Tank is looking great. This year we will be upgrading this tank, as well as a whole other bunch of projects that you don't want to miss. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and I'll see you next time.